Hey guys, welcome to my July garden tour. I thought I would take you around and just show you how things are growing. Starting off with my donkey tail cuttings that I'm trying to save from my previous video. And you can see all along the stems where the needles fell off, little pups are starting to form. And then I did go ahead and pull one of them out to see for roots. And you can see the little roots starting to, so I'm very happy about that. I still haven't watered these at all, but I'll probably give them another week or so before I give them a drink. Then coming around this side, my upright elephant ear is looking so beautiful. And the plants underneath have started filling in. I did go ahead and propagate a Calissia repens pink panther and popped it in there. I think that pink, once it fills in, will look really pretty. The emerald falls and the string of pearls are doing well. And then down here I propagated some coleus and some little Dichondra silver fall cups. And under the lid I've got some Sedum Tokyo Sun propagations. This caladium is doing really well. And then I do miss seeing the donkey tail hanging from this hook. I took her down and I put her in my basement grow room so she can dry out and recover. On this side, the Supertunia persimmon is still blooming its head off. And then my succulent container has put on some size. I love this color. The donkey tail has started trailing. I love that look, so beautiful. Then my jellyfish hanging basket is finally closing up all its gaps. I love this yellow color with the silver. So pretty. Then coming around my side shade garden, you can see how I damaged my lawn. I've got some fertilizer burns. So I did rake out the dead patches and then I put down some lawn soil and reseeded. So I'm hoping by my next garden tour that this will all be repaired. This container is still looking beautiful. In September, maybe mid-September, I'll be taking the perennials out and planting them into the landscape. That way they can root in before it gets too cold. My basement plant rack is doing well. It loves this little shady corner. And then these caladiums have gotten so big. And the string of pearls are so beautiful. They're blooming and they smell so nice. They've got a cinnamon smell. It's very fall-like. I love it. This is the Calissia repens that I took the propagations from. I've had that for years and I just propagate little pieces over the winter and I just pop them everywhere. Tradescanthia Nanook has put on some size. This elephant ear, I'm not happy with its placement. It's It's not how I pictured it. It's just too much in that area. So I won't repeat that next year. But this Colocasia mojito, it's such a beautiful plant. Look at these leaves. Such a beautiful coloring. In my beautiful angel wing begonia hanging basket. It's gotten so big. And then for the trailer, I just propagated some Mizzou. It looks beautiful. Very happy plant. My wall pots have filled in nicely. The Supertunia Bermuda Beach, the improved version, is a beast. It just flowers non-stop. Succulents are doing well. They're much happier now that I've spaced them out more. My Venus flytrap experiment, it worked, except the two at the back seem stunted, but the other 4 or 5 are beautiful. And then of course I saw this one at the Maya and I had to have it. Ruby necklace. And then coming around the other side, shade garden bed. Hostas are looking good. This one always crisps up because we've got a pipe that blows hot air out from our house right over there. So I think that's why it does it. I don't know. There's actually caladiums in here, but this Surefire white begonia is a beast of a plant. I think I put 2 little 4-inch pots in there. It's huge. Then my bargain fuchsia is doing well. It's getting ready to bloom. This side I did cut the elephant ear leaves off. We had quite a windstorm and a lot of them got damaged. But at least now I can see my caladiums. The Brunnera is still hanging in there. And then I did remove the lily of the valley and replaced it with 3 Astilbe. It's the summer blooming variety. And then I did put some creeping Jenny propagations in the front so that my chartreuse border can continue all the way. Hydrangea blooms are clipped off, and then these hostas are blooming. And then coming over to my new side garden bed, the alliums that I transplanted here did not skip a beat. They are stunning. I did go ahead and pop in a perennial grass back there. It's called a Carl Forrester, I'm not sure, but it's going to look nice when it falls in this gap. Supertunia Bordeaux is filled in beautifully. And then I love this pinky winky hydrangea. Look how beautiful the panicles are. And then they're starting to turn pink. My matcha ball spirea looks good. I think that's Supertunia magenta, or is it the fuchsia? I'm not sure. Marilyn Monroe roses. This is their second flush. They're so pretty. Let me get closer. It's so pretty. And it's right next to this Cleome that I got from my friend Vicky. And that's a weird bug. I'm sorry. I did cut back the Daisy May Shastas. All the annuals have filled in nicely. The lemon coral sedum border that I transplanted here is also looking good. The Cardinal Rose, it's its second flush. And then the Limelight Hydrangea Standard is beautiful. I love all the colors together. My fuchsia hanging basket, I moved it this side to get a bit more shade, and it's looking so healthy now. I do need to cut these pots back again. They look a bit scraggly. A string of bananas. And then my begonia border filled in nicely. Not sure if I'm loving the pink. I did go ahead and train my Eden climbing roses. I tied them to the trellis. And then the side shoots I put along the fence. So I'm hoping to get a flush of blooms this year still. I had a few in the spring, but not many. You can see along the fence. And then the vegetable garden needs a lot of work. Look at the Scabiosa I planted from seed. It's the Farmer White. It's huge. I didn't know they got this big. I need to stake this one up or clip it off. Okay, so this is how not to grow Lisianthus. They are not an edge of the border plant. I've never grown them before, but I know now. This is the Roseanne Brown that Nicole from Flower Hill Farm grows. It's really pretty. Look at all the buds. They look very beautiful in a vase, I must say. Onions are still sizing up. Some of them have flopped over, so I can harvest those. And then others are still hanging in there. Oh, there's a cucumber I missed. We pick at least 3 cucumbers a day off this plant. It's insane. And then my purple bell vine is blooming. Kajari melons. I think 2 of them are ripe. Let me just step over this cucumber. And then I've got 3 more that are green. But I think this one I can almost pick. I don't know, I've never had these. I've never grown these. I planted this up not too long ago. It's starting to fill in. And then my Tumbling Tom hanging baskets are done. I need to just harvest all this fruit. It's a determinate variety, so it sets all its fruits at once. And they're pretty much all ripe. So I'm going to be taking those down probably tomorrow and then just harvesting all this fruit off. And then I'm just going to plant some annuals in the baskets. Here's another cucumber plant. This one got wedged in this rock. Can't get it out. The sunflowers are sizing up. This one's being eaten. I need to come out tonight with my flashlight. I'm going to harvest all these carrots out because I want to start planting all my fall crops. So I'm going to pick these all out and then I'll juice some and maybe blanch and freeze the rest. Ornamental kale coming up beautifully. And then the ornamental cabbages. They're still tiny, but they're there. I might cover these so the cabbage moth doesn't get hold of them. You can see some of them putting on some size. My trailing zucchini, it's gotten all the way out to there. And then on this side, got a couple there. You can just see how many are still to come. Tomatoes, I've got more that I need to come and harvest off here. These sun golds are the best. They are so sweet. I've got a beef master that I need to harvest. And then I've got peppers, more tomatoes. I find the peppers that I put in the pots are doing so much better. Let me come around here and show you. Look how many green peppers are on this plant. And then jalapenos. And then on this side I've got the yum yum peppers. It's like a lunchbox pepper. Come leaf, get out the way. It's crazy. These ornamental oreganos are interesting. Strawberries are fine. They haven't fruited again. I haven't gotten any fruit. That they're just making so many runners. I've got more onions that are getting ready to harvest. And then green beans. I need to come out and I've been getting so many green beans. And I need to harvest this beetroot. Oh, and then I need to take out this kale. It's full of worms. And it's shading out all my basil. And then these succulents are doing really well. I keep this umbrella here for when it rains, and then I pop it over my succulents so they don't rot out. And then I need to cut my herbs back again. Got some cinnamon basil. And then the chives I probably need to give another cut back. My annual borders filled in nicely in the front garden. I was thinking the Nepeta I'm going to remove so that I can continue whatever annual I put in, like all the way down. I think it'll look nice. The Sedum Autumn Joy I did cut in half on the 4th of July. I just chopped it in half, and this is what it's doing. So I hope it looks better by October. My 2 new Bobo hydrangeas are doing well. And then I do love this porch pot combination this year with the Fiesta caladiums, and this is the string of bananas that I propagated over winter. When I put these in the spring, they were tiny little plugs. It's amazing how much growth they put on. On this side, my hibiscus is blooming back there. I might think of moving this hosta. It's beautiful in the spring for 2 months. It's absolutely stunning, and then it starts crisping up. On this side, I'm waiting for some new plants to fill in. I put a lady's mantle in here and a powder blue hosta in there. So I think when that fills in, it'll look lovely. The spring flowering ground covers, this phlox and then this candy tuft, always look terrible in the summer, but in the spring it's absolutely beautiful. So I just forego how it looks in the summer. Hibiscus is blooming. And then my white impatiens have filled in nicely.